Andrea with Happy Cloud Creations, and I'm jumping on today because it's week 2 of the Finish Those UFQs. I posted on my vlog last week that instead of waiting until November, I decided I would jump on and start doing my UFQs early this year instead of doing a quilt along in the group. Because my kids are still doing remote learning for the rest of the year. But next year they will be going back in person, hopefully. Let's see, okay. And so I'm jumping on quickly today to do a little check-in with the Finish Those UFQs 2021. I started out with 6 quilts last week, and I decided to do my easiest one to finish, which was the binding on my KaBam Quilts. And I actually did get the backing for my Plaid'N Perky quilt ready. So my KaBam quilt I started in March of 2020. If you guys jump on, say hi so I can make sure I can see comments. Sometimes I can't. This quilt is a throw size 63 by 77, so I can't really show all of it to you. At least maybe the medallion. And then there's a lot of dead space in this one, so I wanted to quilt it just echoing this star outward. Sorry, I got disconnected from my previous video, so I'm starting over, if you were wondering. So, this was a fun quilt to make. I started in March of 2020, didn't quite finish it. I got to the top stage, and then I moved on to my next quilt. So, I decided, okay, I want to finish this one first. So that's what the original one I made was, the KaBam, the baby size. So that's off my list. I only have 5 left to do. I got the backing ready for my Plaid'N Perky quilt. It's a baby size Plaid'N Perky. I used Wander by Joel Dewberry for this one in it's like almost a cobalt blue, a mustard green, and then white with teal. The backing fabric's all ready. I had to sew and piece this one. The back isn't going to line up perfectly, but I figure from a distance it won't really matter, and backs I feel like don't matter as much as fronts, right? So I pieced it kind of weird, but I only had 2 yards of fabric. I had purchased this fabric, maybe 2 years ago, and I was like, I want to use this up. When I was trying to make this top, it was between this and a fat quarter bundle I had, but I thought I really liked these colors together. So, question I have is, do you think I should use this as the binding? Or I have some of this. This is also Wander. It's a gray and white. I wasn't sure if gray and white next to the white would be okay. And then this is the backing. The backing does have a little bit of gray in it. It has gray, the mustard, and the aqua. So no, what do you guys think? Gray or blue? So that's the next quilt I'll be working on. So what I'm doing is, before I started working on anything, I did check marks in navy. And then now when I finish something, I'm doing check marks in my red permanent marker, so that I can see the progress over May. And then maybe in June, I will go to another color. I had said I wanted to do this through August. But if I end up finishing sooner, I might not. But at least you guys can keep doing it in the group. You know, because there's other projects I want to work on, right? You think blue, Karen? I was leaning toward the blue because I still have plenty of it. I had originally bought this as to be like a background fabric. And, yeah, I think that would frame it nicely, right? The blue? I think I'll do the blue. Karen says blue, so I think that's a good idea. So hopefully I can get working on that this week. Might not tonight. It's already 7 o'clock here. I need to sew together batting for this one. I don't think I have a large enough piece. I need to order some batting. And then hopefully I can just keep plowing through my list. Are you guys getting stuff done on your binding? Light binding gets soiled easily. Yeah, and especially if it's a baby size. I know my son, with his baby blanket, he used to chew on the binding. Same with my daughter. So dark is probably better, especially if they chew and they have food in their mouth, right? Um, I typically go with a navy binding, like, because a lot of my quilts have navy in them, and I just feel like it kind of gives it almost a picture frame, the little tiny black binding or darker binding. These are not on my list, but it is something I was working on this week. I made some of the pot holders. I have a free pattern for these on my website. I can't remember which. It's a we did a quilt along like a couple years ago in the group with these, and this is one of the patterns on that PDF, and same with this one is on there. This one is not, but this one's really basic and easy. It's just a 2.5 inch strip, 2.5 inch strip, 2.5 inch strip, and then 1.5 and 1.5. And it just makes a really cute, easy pot holder. I still need to put the binding on this one. And then these, still need to sew this up and flip the loop around and then hand stitch them down. I usually hand stitch them down. So I'm kind of working on that while I'm working on other things, because sometimes it's like, I don't have enough time to pull all my sewing stuff out, so I can do stuff like this quick and easy for like 5 minutes, take little breaks, like help the kids with school and then go sew a little, So hopefully I can get these done soon. I hope you guys are getting some work done on your lists. Only a couple of people posted to their lists in the group. So I want you to write up your list, post a picture, even if you're using your list from the last Finish Those UFQs. You can show your list. Oh, my hair is all messy. Or you can show a pile of your projects. Sometimes it's hard to get to all of them, but I kind of like stacked them all up because I only got 6. It's not that bad. I can do this. You can do this. I'm excited to see everybody's progress. Take pictures of your progress on your quilts. Post them in the group. And I will jump on here next Tuesday, probably 7 p.m. again, do another little check-in, see what you guys have been working on. And I'll show you what I worked on this week. So I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Oh, you haven't made your list yet, Karen? Come on. At least, like, if you have, like, hundreds or even 30 unfinished quilts, you don't want to list all of them, pick out like 5 to 10 of the ones you really want to get done and just try to focus on those first, because I know some people are like, they have like 30, 40 unfinished quilts. I don't have quite that much, and so it was easier for me to list them out. So list yours out, take a picture. I want to see your guys' progress. Peer motivation. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I will hopefully get something done tonight before bed. Have a great evening, and see you next Tuesday. Bye.